All right, guys, quiet on the set. Good afternoon. This is Susan Harrington reporting live for How's Your News, and today we are here with Matt Stone and Trey Parker, who are involved in South Park, but they are also the executive producers of our movie How's Your News. And right now, we are going to share with you this extremely special honor in our interview time with both of them. Matt and Trey.
Hi, Susan. How are you?
Good.
How are you doing, Susan?
Great.
It's good to see you again. It's been almost a year since we saw you last, I think.
Wow, is it that? Woo. So, all right. How did you guys get the ideas for South Park? How did that come about?
For South Park? Are we doing an interview for South Park?
Well, no. I meant, how did you guys get involved in South Park?
Well, we met in college, and we were in filmmaking class together, Trey and I, and we basically, to get out of doing papers and other kind of real tests and stuff for college, we instead just made little movies, and one of those little movies kind of turned into what became South Park.
Oh, wow.
Pretty good.
Yeah. So, Trey, how did you become involved in the success story with South Park?
I just hung out with Matt, basically, in college, and we came out to LA to sort of make it in movies, but we weren't good enough, so we started trying to do television, and we weren't really good enough to do that either, and so we started making cartoons, and we were just good enough to do that.
Oh, well, then how did you guys find out about How's Your News? How did that come about?
Well, a good friend of ours named Glasgow Phillips was in school with Arthur Bradford, and we saw the tape that you guys all make at Camp Jabberwocky, and it must have been about 6 or 7, 8 years ago, your Camp Jabberwocky tape that you guys make every year, and we just thought it was brilliant. So
we saw the stuff you guys did on the streets, interviewing people, and we just, thought it was like great, great getting people's real emotions and getting people, the way you just got in people's faces and stuff. It was so awesome that we thought it was great.
So we contacted Arthur, and then started talking about doing a project, and started talking about how to do like maybe a film, and then with your guys' ideas of How's Your News, Trey and I basically just kind of helped finance and guide Arthur, and really you guys are the ones that did it, not us.
And I have a confession to make here, which is that when Arthur had told me about How's Your News, I was actually at my desk working at the Department of Mental Retardation at the time, and he had called me on the switchboard. And after that phone call, Arthur, to this day, I still can't believe I'm doing this. I said to myself, what I said to myself was, what kind of harebrained idea did Arthur dream up this time?
He is a harebrain. Arthur is quite a harebrain. But we were just so happy. We started seeing the footage and everything, and we were seeing that you guys were having a really good time, and you were getting to go across the country, and we were just loving everything we were seeing. And so it was nice for us. We've always been in the position where executive producers give us money and then take all the credit for it. So we thought, let's do something where we give someone money and take all the credit for it. So It was great.
So when you first found out about How's Your News, what was your, and this to both of you, Matt and Trey, what was your very first impression of it?
I don't know. I just thought it was a really great idea. It was a good idea. It was funny. Yeah. It was the idea of sending you guys across the country and getting like your view of America and places you haven't been, with your guys' unique perspective on everything. I don't know. To us, it just made perfect sense. It was just something we had to be involved in.
It's so much fun to watch because you guys just have such a great time everywhere you go, and it's more to us. It's the people that you go up to who are, not ready to have a good time, who are, to everyone, to anyone who would, get in their face about anything. It was just great to see, it's just anything where you watch a group of people having a good time, whether it's a band, whether they make a movie, whatever it is, it's going to be good. I mean, everything we had seen, even from Camp Jabberwocky and the shows you had done and everything, was so perfect that we didn't want to change any of it. We just wanted to give you the money to go across country and do it more.
Well, we have to thank you for that. And and probably the worst How's Your News reporting assignment that I can remember was when I interviewed Mr. Porterfield in Virginia. He was like, this homeless guy, and all I could remember thinking was, "Get me away from this first-class scumbag."
Yeah. And that's what you're thinking right now.
Is that what you're thinking right now with us?
No, my thinking is totally different right now. Probably my favorite How's Your News moment that I can remember was when it was after the RV broke down, and I was teaching the How's Your News theme song to this busload of people who were probably thinking, "Get this idiot out of here."
No, I think they were having a really great time.
I think they were psyched. The footage I saw, I think they were pretty excited to be singing that song. I thought that was great.
Yeah, I think so. You could tell that again. You could just tell that wherever you guys went, you made people smile, and that's why it works.
How long is you going to be able to do How's Your News?
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Maybe we'll do another one.
Yeah, that is something that I would certainly like to do. I've certainly enjoyed this project.
We have to.
Yeah, we have to.
Well, I'm glad the enjoyment of this project has been mutual from both the aspect of your guys and mine.
That's what Hollywood's all about.
Well, in the meantime, reporting live from LA, California, this is Susan Harrington reporting live for How's Your News.
A question for you. How do you make How's Your News movie?
How did we start making it?
Yes.
We started making How's Your News because it was just a friend through a friend. We started seeing the tapes you guys had made at Camp Jabberwocky. And actually, I remember you were on one of the very first things we saw, and it was an interview you were doing with a police officer. And it was so great because this police officer guy, if he even was a police officer, he was just such a dork. And this guy was just the kind of guy you just knew him looking at him, you wouldn't like this guy. And you did an interview with him and just made him look like an even bigger dork, and it was great, and we loved you for that, and said, this guy's got to go out and interview more people, and so that's why we wanted to send you out there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Do you interview the other people?
No, we never do, because we're bad interviewers, and the reason, like, most people, when they give an interview, they start to sound like they think they're really important. And you're able to make those people seem really like they're not important at all. And it's great.
Like right now.
Like right now. Oh. It's a really good job.
How you started coming here?
Oh, wait, what?
I said, how you started coming here?
Oh. To Los Angeles?
Yeah.
Because we met in film school, and so we thought, and then we actually went to film festivals like you guys have been doing. We took little short films we had made and took them to film festivals, and then we started meeting a lot of people, and we ended up living out here to try to do movies or television. It's not that exciting.
How you gonna make a Hollywood if you're in a television?
How do you make it in Hollywood?
Yeah, if you're only doing television.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, believe me, it's when you only do television, you're living in the shadow of everyone doing movies, which is why we decided we'd get into making movies too. So we'll be executive producers and we'll pay other people to make movies and take credit for them.
Yeah.
Which is what everyone in Hollywood does.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where you live now?
And now we both live here in Los Angeles.
Yeah, Los Angeles. And then we give people money to do movies, and we take the credit for it.
Yeah.
How you start to make How's Your News?
Well, when we saw those tapes that you guys made from Arthur's Vineyard, we got in touch with Arthur, and we started talking to Arthur, and Arthur had some ideas, and so we said, well, why don't we get together and do this on a little bit bigger scale? And, your guys' name was How's Your News? You guys came up with that, so we just kind of all put the whole thing together, and made the first How's Your News movie.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
That's all. That's the news. Good night.
All right. That's good.